This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Coming up, Game 1 of the World Series on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Oakland Athletics. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Michelle Guzman. What do you have on her?
She comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for her it's always interesting to see how she utilizes those weapons. She may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if she can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. She's really going to be able to keep those hitters off balance.
And now the right fielder, Thomas Swain. That one finds the zone, and the series is underway. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Got it by him for the K.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Mia Lewis, the next to hit for the Reds. Bunting for a hit. Now the throw to first on the run. And the bunt attempt doesn't work out. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, James Wood. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Fought off foul. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the line.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. This is the World Series on the show. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now Michelle Guzman. Big time power. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all she's hoping is that the success that she's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool her off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with her. I doubt she's going to get much to hit today, but when she does, be careful because she can hit it a long way.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Leahy, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. And there's a foul ball. This one smacked out to left center. He's got it. 2 away.
She smoked that fastball. She's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up she'll find a hole.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Riley Green. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. And that just misses.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Left-hand hitter waits. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and quickly one away in the second. Grady Morris, the next to hit for the Reds. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Ball one there.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
1 out, bases empty. And that one hit to first. He handles it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Keith DeYoung. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make her work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, she is just mowing them down. She's settling in. You got to make her uncomfortable.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Nobody left for Cincinnati. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. On to the third inning. Here's the Reds catcher, Harry Ford. Guzman back to work. Right through there for a strike. Now a check swing, but he held up.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
Bounced up the middle. Over to low. And one away in the top of the third.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Popped up. Arias settles under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Liover Peguero. And that drops in for a strike. The Athletics leading by a run here in game 1 of the World Series. Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call. It's a good take.
pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. The Reds down by a run here in game one. The wind of the pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Reds go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. Game one of the World Series. In now for the Reds, Thomas Swain. That one finds the corner. That's strike one. And a big swing and a miss. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Mia Lewis, the next to hit for the Reds. She's 0 for 1. And a bunt towards third. Not in time. She's safe. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And she makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
One down. And now it's going to be James Wood. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's the strike at the knees. On the ground, could be 2. Over to second for 1. On to low. It's a double play. One hit in the inning, but no one left. And midway in the fourth, it's the A's 1 and the Reds nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Michelle Guzman. And a pitch. That one ripped. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat.
Back in Oakland, and now the DH, Riley Green. The right-hander back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out. She's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
She made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some players are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Next to hit, Grady Morris. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Morris, in his 6th season, 24 years old, and he won a Gold Glove last season. The wind to kick the pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Got a pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes, but just couldn't get a piece. Tell you what, that screwball is so unique, and it's so rarely seen. I think it can be tough for any hitter just to get a piece of it, no matter where it's placed. As a hitter, you're just not used to seeing a pitch moving that way and getting on the same plane as it comes into the hitting zone.
Now it's going to be Keith DeYoung. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Right through there for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
A's leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Got it! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Here's the speedy catcher, Harry Ford.
Harry Ford.
Guzman back to work. That one missed. The 1-0. And that one fouled off. And fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Right-hander kick steals. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Josue De Paula, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 1 so far. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The Reds trailing by a run, and we're at the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Big That hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
1 down, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, she should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
Next for Cincinnati, Leover Peguero went down on strikes his first time through. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Wilson. The throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for her out there now. It's the A's 1 and the Reds nothing.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michelle Guzman.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1, and that's 2. Nothing doing. Back here in the East Bay, top of inning number 7. Now Thomas Swain. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And there's a ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, so I don't think that one will disrupt her momentum all that much. You know, she's really been on top of her game, commanding her pitches all night long.
Lewis swings through it for strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
So the tying run at second. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Kicks and fires. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and she'll see another. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, James Wood. In the air to left center. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. Riley Green will hit next.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to.
Oh, that ball got her pretty good out there on the mound. Save! Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. That one got her pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got her in her non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think she should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. She's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
And here is Grady Morris.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
She's just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Next offering is downstairs. Two on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2. At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes she wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as she's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
For the top of the 8th at the plate, Heath DeYoung. And the pitch.
It's no secret teams need strong starting pitching to win in the postseason. Your game 1 starter can set the tone for the series, and it feels like that's what's happening tonight. She really delivered for her team by going deep into this game.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. And that's the first out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And that one fouled off. Ground ball left side. Over to low. And a couple of quick outs.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
In now for the Reds, Josue De Paula. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to short, Wilson fires over to first, and the Reds go 1-2-3. Nobody left for Cincinnati. They trail here 1-0. New inning getting started, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Liover Peguero. There's a strike.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
That's a little bit low. The 1-1. Towards first. And he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. The wind and the pitch. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Thomas Swain. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And a strike in there.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swinging for the K. The Reds now down to their final out. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boo. Feeling really good about what she's working with, and that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. So, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Lewis stands in now and watches strike 1.
Sometimes pitchers work her backwards starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach. It's like she almost wants to bait you out there to throw that stuff to start off the at-bat.
That's down and in. Guzman is just 1 strike away. And that is the ball game.
Terrific job in this game. She scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with her pitch count. Got herself all the way to the finish line and finished what she started.
a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
1-0 the final. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.